Hey you guys, my name is Betty Nicole and I would like to welcome you to day 2 of this devotional. Today we are going to discuss the importance of exchanging our yoke and taking on the yoke that Jesus has admonished us to take on. And in verse 29 it reads, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest for your souls." The very first word is take. So take there is an action word. So that means that we have to actually do something, right? And when Jesus is saying, take my yoke upon you, he's saying, take my ways, the thought process that I have behind things, and trust me in your situation, your posture in the heart that you must have as a believer, even in the midst of your trials. It's just as Job said that, Lord, though you slay me, yet will I trust you. It is a posture of trust. And in that trust, it is you living and trying your best to think the way Jesus said that we ought to, having a like-minded, being like-minded, just as Christ was with his Father. And so that is so very important when we find ourselves, and especially when we are hurting because of what someone else done to us in our carnal and fleshly nature. It's hard to think like Christ. It's hard to try and allow him to fight for us because we want to take matters into our own hands. We want to seek revenge, and that goes against the very thing that Paul admonished us in Romans chapter 12 verse 19 and 21, where it reads, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Be not overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good." Y'all, Satan is crafty, he is deceptive, and he is always trying to set snares of bitterness. And that's why in Corinthians, Paul said we're not ignorant of his schemes. We're not ignorant of his plans and his plots, because even though things have happened to us that are outside of our control, still we're going to keep our eyes upon God. We're going to keep our eyes upon our Father, because we know and we trust that he is sovereign over all things. And what the enemy tends to do is he tries to take you captive with that offense. He tries to make you a prisoner or a slave to the ways that he would have you to think. And those are some extreme words, but I think that it is a perfect visual of what the enemy does to us mentally. He tries to get us to a place where we are constantly replaying what happened in our mind, or constantly allowing us to think on the things that were done and wonder when God is gonna pay back for what was done to us. But that's not the heart and posture that Jesus said that we ought to have. And when you entrust yourself fully to him, then you will have the testimony